Right. So, happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to yoga. We're going to do a yoga flow, and today we're going to talk about the last of our chakras in our chakra journey. We're going to talk about the seventh chakra, which is the crown of the head, and our crown chakra it's the crown of the head, but it also kind of hovers above the head, if you want to imagine that. So the crown chakra is about connection to prana, the energy, connection to the universe, connection to God, connection to each other. It's about connection. It's that point of connection where our crown chakra attaches to essentially the eighth chakra, which is the universe or prana or God. So yeah, so it's our point of connection, and I thought about it a lot. And instead of talking about it a lot tonight, I want you to just kind of imagine it and see where it goes for you. Because I don't feel like this is something that can be talked, into fruition. And if we over talk about it or if we overthink about it, it can get cloudy and become less clear. So I know it's pretty deep stuff that I'm saying here, but the seventh chakra, that connection, it's a very personal thing. And so I'm not going to talk about it too much. And we're just going to move in kind of a meditative way tonight. We'll be a little bit flowy and just see how it goes, right? A couple of things before we start. If the music is too loud or too soft, just shoot a comment and let us know. We're still playing around with things and seeing how it goes. And there is no class on Monday because it is Memorial Day. So no class on Monday, but then I will be back on Wednesday. All right. So that being said, let's start lying down. And tonight, anything you want to do to lie down. You can bend your knees, bring your feet to the floor. You can bring the soles of your feet together, knee that wide for a reclined butterfly. Or you can just sprawl, or you can do something I didn't say too. Just anything that feels good. And thank you for joining me tonight. Let's just take a moment to begin. So start by just, if it feels okay, tune or close your eyes or soften your gaze, and then tune in with your breath. Notice the rise and fall of your breath. And our breath is something that I feel like sometimes can get pushed aside in yoga practice, but it's really the thing we should focus on first. So instead of losing your breath to force yourself into a shape, try and keep your breath and back out of the shape a little bit. Or, sometimes your breath can tell you to go a little bit further. It's really a great tool when utilized. So see if you can tune in with your breath, just like it's your friend here, and notice how it feels today. And then slowly, when you feel ready, you're going to slowly exhale all of the air out. Inhale, fill up about 1/3 of the way. So you're inhaling 1/3 of the way full. With a little pause there. Inhale in 2/3 of the way full. Again, a little pause. And then inhale, fill all the way up. Little pause at the top. And then exhale, slowly let it go. Let's do that again. Inhale, fill up about 1/3 of the way. Little pause. Inhale, 2/3 of the way. Little pause. Inhale, fill all the way up. Little pause at the top. And then exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale, 1/3 of the way full. Pause, hold it in. Inhale, 2/3 of the way. Pause again, hold it in. Inhale, fill all the way up. Hold it in at the top. And exhale, let it go. And on your next inhale, when you feel ready, slowly bring your knees up into your chest. Hug your knees in, rock and roll around a little bit. Massage out your lower back, make it feel nice. And then coming back to center, take your arms out into a T and drop your knees over to the right, coming into a twist. Left shoulder is gonna melt down here, just a couple breaths. Making some space, make it feel nice. Inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, drop your knees over to the left. Coming into your twist on the other side. Right shoulder melts down. 1 deep breaths. Feel that opening in your upper back. Notice how your back feels. Notice the flow of your breath. And then on your inhale, bring your knees back to center. From here, you're going to hug your knees in. You can either rock and roll up and down your spine to come up, or use your hands to go all the way over onto your right side. Use your hands to come up. Oh, we can come up here. Right onto hands and knees. So hands are going to come underneath your shoulders, knees come underneath your hips. Let's cat-cow a couple times while we're here. So on your inhale, you're going to arch your spine and look up. And exhale, breath. And then just keep going. Follow the flow of your breath. Notice how you're feeling. On your next inhale, come back to a flat back. Again, square everything off. And then inhale, take your right arm up towards the ceiling. So your right arm is going to peel up towards the ceiling, opening up. And then exhale, right arm is going to spread underneath your left arm. You're going to come down to or towards your right shoulder as your left elbow bends here. Take a breath. Think about tucking your tailbone just a little bit, lengthening your upper body, especially if you feel like you can't breathe here. Make some space in your upper body. And then left hand can stay where it's at. If you want to reach it up towards the top of your mat, or if you want to wrap it around behind you, do that. Do whichever one makes you feel best. Again, there's no best version of this pose. It's just what feels best in your body today. We've got a nice twist in the upper back with shoulder opener happening here. Notice the flow of your breath. And then on your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly bring your left hand back to where it was. Press into your left hand, open your right arm back up toward the ceiling. So you're opening back up. And then exhale, right hand comes back down underneath your shoulder. Square it all off. And then inhale, left arm's going to peel up. Left hand's going to peel underneath your right, or right underneath your right. Again, you're bending your right elbow, coming down to or towards your left shoulder. Taking a breath here, noticing how it feels, making some space for yourself. And then again, you can stay. You can wrap your right hand behind you. You can reach your right arm up towards the top of your mat. You can do something else as long as it feels good. No strain on the neck here. You want this to feel okay. Long deep breaths. Tucking your tailbone just slightly so you don't get that big arch in your lower back. Long deep breaths. And then exhale, right hand's going to come back down underneath your shoulder if you moved it. Inhale, you're going to press into your right hand, open your left arm back up towards the ceiling, making some space, and then exhale, left hand comes back down. So we're squaring everything off again, and then when you're ready, you're either going to take your hips back towards your heels for child's pose, or tuck your toes, press yourself back, downward facing dog. And wherever you are, see if you can really let go of your head. Feeling that area right at the top of the head, the crown of the head. Notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Take one more long deep breath. And then on your next inhale, you're going to slowly step your right foot forward between your hands. If it gets stuck, just help it along the way. Bring your left knee down to the floor. And then you can stay low or you can start to come up if you want. So hands can come to your thigh. You can reach them up. Give yourself a breath here in a lunge. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts, heart opens up towards the sky. Again, shining the crown of your head up towards the ceiling and the sky. And exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step your right foot back, come back into your downward facing dog or your child's pose. Same. Long deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, you're going to step your left foot forward. Same thing on the other side. So knee on top of ankle, and then back knee comes down. Right knee's going to come to the floor. On your next inhale, you can stay low. You can start to come up. You can reach all the way up. If you feel wobbly, be nice to yourself. It's the beginning of class. Sometimes, some days are wobbly. Take a deep breath here. Lengthen your spine. And then exhale, hands come down. Again, downward facing dog or child's pose. Find your way back. Notice how you're feeling. On your next inhale, and slide forward into a plank or a kneeling plank. And then exhale, lower down. Coming all the way down onto your stomach for this first one. Guys out of the way. Inhale, roll up, little baby cobra. Start off small. Shoulders away from your ears. Feel the tops of your feet heavy on the floor. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale, let's roll up again, maybe a little bit higher or keep it low. Shoulders away from your ears, heart opens up. Exhale, lower down. One more time, inhaling, coming up. Heart opens up. And then exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog or child pose. Breathe. Notice how you're feeling. On your next inhale, slowly maybe tippy toe your feet all the way forward to meet your hands, coming into your forward fold at the top of your mat. Dangle here for a moment. And if it feels okay, take your hand. You're going to interlace your hands behind your head, just like at the base of your skull, and then let your elbows fall in towards your ears, kind of like earmuffs. And then just hang here. You're not pulling on your head. You're just using your hands as a little bit of weight. And again, if you've got anything going on with your neck, or if this doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it. But if it feels okay, just tractioning up your spine. Remember, your knees do not have to be straight. They can be bent a little or a lot. That might feel better. And then again, if it feels okay, keep this. Keep this in your arms again. Put a little bend in your knees. And then slowly tuck your chin toward your chest as you slowly roll all the way up to stand. Back in your spine as you go. And then once you reach the top again, if it feels okay, keep this just for another moment. So elbows hugging towards your ears. And then take your elbows up like you're reaching them up toward the ceiling. Let your head fall back in your hands just a little bit. So you're lengthening up. This may feel awkward. It's okay. Take another breath. And then inhale, release your hands, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands come to heart. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. Good. Again, just for a moment, see if you can connect to that area right at the top of your head. And sometimes, again, when we're working with the chakras, it takes a little bit of imagination. So just see what you feel. If you feel nothing, that's perfectly acceptable. If you feel something, that's great too. And then on your next inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward, forward, forward. So we're just going to move into breath a little bit here. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back, coming back into your lunge. Stay on the ball of your back foot. Put a little bend in that back knee, come all the way up and lunge. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts. Take a breath. And then exhale, hands are going to come down to the floor. Step your right foot back, come back into your plank. For your kneeling plank, take your time here. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale into your cobra or like upward facing dog. Go for it. Open up your heart here. Back bend. Just follow your breath. Exhale, press yourself back. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Breathe. Notice how you're feeling. Every day is different. On your next inhale, take your chin. You're going to slowly step your left foot forward between your hands. Stay on the ball of your back foot again. A little bend in that right knee to come up. Come all the way up. My lunge. Tailbone comes down. Low belly lifts. Heart opens up. Feel the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. Then step your right foot forward to meet your left foot. Come back into your foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Good. See if you can kind of blur the lines between transition and the actual pose. We're going to do that one more time. And just see if you can kind of blur the lines. So the transitions between the poses are just as important as the poses. So it all just becomes one long moving meditation. Inhale, arms reach up, if that makes sense. Exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. We're not just trying to hit each pose. Those areas in between, inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, fold, are just as important. So on your inhale, step your right foot back. Little bend in that knee. Inhale, come all the way up. Side lunge. Open your heart, reach the crown of your head up. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step yourself back, come back into plank. It doesn't have to be beautiful. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Exhale, lower down. We're just going for mindfulness. And then all will be part of the meditation. Inhale into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Take a breath. On your next inhale, take your time. You're going to slowly step your right foot forward between your hands. Mindfully, right? Inhale, come all the way up, high lunge. Take a breath here. Inhale, heart opens up, crown of the head reaches up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step your left foot forward to meet your right foot, come back into your foot. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. On your inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. So let your toes be light here, heels are heavy, take an extra breath in your chair. And then exhale, dive forward, forward, fold. So you're just moving with your breath, no big deal. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale to fold. On your inhale, step your left foot back. Coming back. That little bend in that back knee, so you're back in your lunge, and come all the way up, high lunge. But this time you're going to bring your hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers if that feels okay. If it doesn't feel good on your shoulders, don't do it. Inhale again, heart opens up, top of the head reaches up. Exhale. Let's come about halfway forward. Take that right hip, slide it back, left hip slides forward. So you're really squaring off your hips here. Roll your shoulders back, open up your heart. And then exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Have your back foot in just a little bit, straighten your right leg. Pyramid pose. Take a deep inhale here, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward over your leg. Remember that front knee can have a little bend or a big bend in it. You can use your blocks, use your hands here. A couple of breaths. Make it feel nice. And then on your next inhale, slowly place your hands, step yourself back. Just come back into your plank or your kneeling plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Take a breath. Good. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward. Then stay on the ball of your back foot again. We're going to come all the way up. High lunge. Here we are again. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts. Heart opens up. And then again, take your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back. Maybe the weird way, so funky finger on top. Inhale, heart opens up. And then exhale, hinging about halfway forward. Into that lengthened version of high lunge. Long deep breaths. And then on your next exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Have your back foot in just a little bit. Anchor down your back heel. Straighten your left leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold it forward. Couple of breaths here. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the flow of your breath. Again, you're lengthening the crown of your head away from your tailbone and your tailbone away from the crown of your head. So you're really lengthening your spine here. And then exhale, bend your left knee. Plant your hands, step yourself back. Again, plank or skip it. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Take a breath. Notice how you're feeling. Notice the flow of your breath. Remember, your breath is your friend. It's a great indicator of what you need to do. On your next inhale, when you feel ready, step your right foot forward. Then stay on the ball on your back foot. Same thing, go all the way up. One more time, high lunge. Again, just blurring that line between transition and the pose. So that way it all becomes one. You don't drop out in between, in your mind. You don't drop out in your mind. And then exhale, hands come behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Open your heart up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward. About halfway. Actually, this time, if you want to go a little further, go for it. You can drop your head here. It's going to be a little wobbly since you're on the ball of your back foot, but see what happens. Keep hugging your right hip underneath you. Keep breathing. And then exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Back foot's going to hop in a little bit. Anchor down your back heel, straighten your right leg. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold into your pyramid pose. Couple of breaths here. Feel the crown of your head lengthening away from your tailbone and your tailbone lengthening away from the crown of your head. Getting really long. Noticing how you feel. And then exhale, bend your front knee. Plant your hands, step yourself back. Come back into your plank. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale into your cobra or upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale, press it back, downward facing dog or child's pose. Remember, if you ever want to skip that part, you can always skip it. And one more time. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward between your hands. Then we'll do something else. Then stand the ball of your back foot, come all the way up. High lunge, one more time. Tailbone comes down, low belly lifts. And then exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back the weird way. Again, if this is not good for your shoulders, don't do it. Heart opens up. Exhale, come about halfway forward. And then again, if you want to come a little bit further, maybe even drop your head. If you drop your head and feel like you're going to fall over, don't drop your head. Keep looking forward a little bit. It'll help. Keep hugging that left hip in towards the midline. Take another breath here. Feel the length in your spine. Feel the wobbles. It's okay to feel the wobbles. You can feel it all. And then exhale, release your hands down to the floor. Pop your back foot in just a little bit. Straighten your front leg. Pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then on your exhale, bend your left knee. Plant your hands. One more time, step yourself back into a plank. Or skip it. If at any point you want to skip this part, you can go right into your down dog or child's pose. Exhale, lower down. Inhale into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Open up your heart. Exhale, press yourself back, downward facing dog or child. Just take a breath. And then on your next inhale, when you feel ready, you just slowly, your step, hop, flow, tippy toe, your way all the way to your feet, all the way forward to meet your hands. Swing back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, put your arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart. Finding your center here. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. And from here, you're going to shift your weight into your right foot. Left foot's going to pop up, and we're going to find tree. So turning your leg out from your hip, bringing your foot either to your ankle, your calf, all the way up onto your thigh if you want to. If it knocks you over, you don't have to do it. Hands can stay at your heart. They can reach up here. They can reach out. Or if you want to today, I'm going to turn towards you so you can do this. If you want to, you can bring your hands in prayer or namaste position. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to bend my knees. You can see this. Right above your head. That's a nice symbol for the arm to talk about. If you want to. But as you do that, notice if your shoulders start to work their way up toward your ears. Drop them down, away from your ears. Notice if that right hip starts to jet out to the right, pull it in towards the midline. Feel yourself grow 3 inches taller. Take another breath. And then exhale, release whatever you've got going on with your hands. Bring your left knee back towards center. And then you're just going to slowly step it all the way back. You're going to land it in high lunge just for a breath. Same way right here. And then exhale, open it up into warrior 2. 3. So find your feet here. Right heel is kind of lined up with the arch of your left foot. Feel your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Feel the crown of your head reaching up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, take your left hand back to your left leg, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Proud warrior, lengthen your right side. Keep breathing here, making space. And then exhale, side angle pose. Again, either elbows to knee, hands to the floor or the block. Left arm can reach up towards the ceiling, or you can swim it up and over your ear. Take a breath here. Notice your feet. Notice the length in your spine. Take a breath here. Inhale, come all the way up. Back into your warrior 2. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down on the floor. Then step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Come back into your fold. We're going to add on to that, but in just a minute. Inhale, extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, hands from the heart. Okay, so we're going to do the tree on the left side now. So left foot is going to stay rooted down. Right foot's going to pop up. And again, you're going to bring your foot either to your ankle, your calf, all the way up onto your thigh. Remember, you can kickstand here. Be really nice to yourself. Balance is different every day. Don't try to grind your teeth here. Make it soften. And again, anything you want to do with your hands, they can stay at your heart. They can open up. They can open out. You want to bring your palms of your hands together, hovering right above your head. You can, finding that crown chakra connection, the universe, connection to energy, connection to everything. Take a breath. And then inhale again, you're going to release your hand. Bring your right knee back to center, and then very slowly just step your right foot all the way back. We're going to land it and high lunge just for a moment. Not going to hang out here if you want. You're on the ball of your back foot, and then we're going to open it up into warrior two. So again, find your feet here, and try not to drop out mentally in between the poses. It's all one long pose. Take a breath. Shoulders down, away from your ears. Feel your feet grounding down into the floor. Feel the crown of your head reaching up towards the sky. And then inhale, take your right hand back to your right leg. Reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Lengthen. Extend that left side. Make some space. And then exhale, side angle pose. So again, elbow to thigh. Hand can come to the floor or the block. Right arm can reach up or swim up and over your ear. So you're making some space in your right side. Lengthen your spine. Feel the crown of your head lengthening away from your tailbone. So you're getting really, really long here. If you feel yourself start to round in toward yourself, come up a little bit so you can really get that space. Take another breath. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Warrior two. Pause here, find your feet, find your center. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. Hop up onto the ball of your back foot. Step your right foot forward to meet your left foot. Come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, hands from the heart. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. Finding that moving meditation on your inhale, you're going to shift your weight into your right foot. Left foot's going to pop up. We're going to find tree again. Not as long of a hold this time. So remember your options: ankle, calf, thigh. Take a breath. Maybe move your arms if you want to. Arms can reach up, they can reach out. You find that namaste at the front of your head. Just for something fun to do today. Take a breath. And then exhale, release your hands. Bring your left knee back towards center. And then slowly, like you're moving through water here, you're going to step it all the way back. Land it on the ball of your back foot. Take your time here, no rush. Inhale, arms reach up. Finding your high lunge. And then exhale, opening it up into warrior two. Arms come out into a T. Find your feet. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, take your left hand back to your left leg. Reach your right arm up towards the sky. Warrior, lengthen that right side, make some space. Exhale, side angle pose. Either elbow to knee, hand to the floor of the block. Left arm can reach up and over, or you can take it up towards the ceiling. If you get here and feel like you can't breathe, take your left arm up towards the ceiling. Give yourself a little more space. Feel your breath. Your breath is your friend. And then inhale. From here, you're going to straighten your right leg. Right hand comes down to the shin block or floor. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Open up your heart. Triangle pose. Long, deep breaths here. So trying to make your left side just as, or I'm sorry, your right side just as long as your left side. Lengthening your spine, lengthening your crown away from your tailbone and your tailbone away from your crown. So you're really tractioning out your spine here even. Take another breath. And then inhale, bend your front knee. Come all the way back up. Back into your warrior two. Find your feet. Take a breath. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. Pop up onto the ball of your back foot. From here, you're going to keep your left hand down on the floor. Open your right arm up and twist. Take a breath. Remember, you can bring your left hand to the block or book or whatever you got. Bring the floor up a little bit higher. That might take some strain out of the neck and the shoulders. Be nice to yourself here. Take another breath. And then exhale, right hand comes down. Left foot steps forward. Come back into your hold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, look forward. Inhale, press into your feet. Come all the way up. Reach your arms up overhead. Open up. Exhale, hands come to heart. And one more time. Just finding movement, moving meditation. Shift your weight into your left foot. Right foot's going to find tree pose. Again, ankle, calf, all the way up onto your thigh if you want to. Take a breath. Find your center. And then hands can stay at heart. You can open them wide. You can reach them up. You can bring them hovering above your head. Breathe. Breathe. And then inhale, release your hand. Bring your right knee back towards center. And slowly, 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 all part of the pose. Step it all the way back. Land it on the ball of your back foot. High lunge, arms reach up. Inhale, heart opens up. Exhale, back heel's going to rotate down. We're going to come into warrior two. Arms come out into a T. Front heel kind of lines up with the arch of your back foot. Find your feet. Inhale, take your right hand back to your right leg. Left arm reaches up towards the sky. Proud warrior. Lengthen your left side. Keep lengthening your tailbone towards your front heel, towards your left heel. As you breathe here. And then exhale, find your side angle pose. Again, either elbow to thigh, hand can come to the floor or the block. Right arm can reach up if that feels better to you, or take it up and over your ears for a little space in the right side. Breathe. Long, deep breaths. Take one more long, deep breath here. And then inhale, mindfully, triangle pose. So you're going to straighten your left leg. Left hand comes down, shin blocker floor. Right arm's going to reach up towards the ceiling. Lengthen your left side. Make a lot of space here. Feel your feet grounding down. Feel the crown of your head reaching out. Whole body. Whole body pose. Everything is involved. And then inhale, bend your left knee, come back into your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down onto the floor. Again, step your right foot forward to meet your left foot, come back into your foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, put your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands come back to your heart. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Place your hands, step your right foot back. So right foot's going to come back. We're coming back into our lunge because I forgot the twist. So you're going to keep your right hand out, open your left arm up and twist. Keep it even. Take a long, deep breath here. Again, right hand can be down on the floor or the block. Keep breathing here, opening up your upper back. And then exhale, left hand comes down. Now step your right foot forward, come back into your fold. Want to keep you on your toes here. Extend your spine, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart. Sealing it in. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. Okay, one more time, let's put it all together. Here we go. So on your inhale, you're going to shift your weight into your right foot. Left foot's going to pop up. Turn your leg out from your hip. And bring it to your ankle, your calf, all the way up under your thigh. Third time. Tree pose. How does it feel for the third time? And hands can stay at your heart. They can reach up. They can reach out. You can bring them on top of your head. Take one more long deep breath. And then exhale, release your hands. Release your left knee. We're going to step it all the way back. Land it in your high lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, open it up in the warrior two. Blurring the lines between the poses. Inhale, take your back arm back to your back leg. Reach your top arm up towards the sky. Exhale, side angle pose. Elbow to knee, hand to the floor of the block. Left arm can peel up, or you can take it up and over your ear. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. On your inhale, straighten your right leg. Right hand's going to come down, shin block or floor. Left arm reaches up, triangle pose. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. Good. On your exhale, release both hands down to the floor. You're going to hop your back foot in just a little bit and over to the left. You're coming into pyramid pose. I know that's a funky transition, but stay mindful, guys. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale to fold. Long, deep breath here. And then on your next inhale, put a little bend in your right knee. Walk your hands forward of your right foot. They can come to the blocks here or to the floor. And then you're going to shift your weight into your right foot. Left foot's going to lift up towards the sky. Standing splits. Again, just mindfully moving towards the shape. Give yourself one more long deep breath here. And then exhale, step your left foot forward to meet your right foot. Come back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. This time you're going to plant your hands, step yourself back, come back into your plank or your kneeling plank. Exhale, lowers you down. Inhale into your cobra or your upward facing dog. Open up your heart, make some space here. Exhale, press it back, upward facing dog or child pose. Take a long deep breath. On your next inhale, slowly step, walk, hop your feet all the way forward to meet your hands, back into your fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, to fold. Inhale, press into your feet, come all the way up, reach your arms up overhead, open up. Exhale, hands in the heart. One more time, last time, left side, here we go. You're going to shift your weight into your left foot, right foot's going to pop up. Again, ankle, calf, all the way up onto your thigh if you want to. Find your hand position. Your hands can stay at your heart. They can reach out. They can reach up. Again, one more time. Find the crown of your head. Feel that energy in the crown of your head. Spinning out into the reverse. Take a breath. And then exhale, release your hands. Bring your knee back to center. Slowly weaving it all together. We're going to step it all the way back. Land it on the ball of your back foot. Open it up into high lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, warrior two. Arms come out into a T. Find your feet. On your next inhale, take your right hand back to your right leg. Reach your left arm up towards the sky. Proud warrior, lengthen out your left side. Make some space. Make it feel nice. Exhale, side angle pose. Again, elbows to knee, hands to the floor of the block. Right arm can come up or up and over your ear. Take a deep inhale here. And a deep exhale. On your next inhale, straighten your front leg. Left hand comes down, shin block or floor. Right arm's going to straighten up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Open up. Triangle pose. Inhale here. Exhale, both hands are going to come to the floor. You're going to take your right foot, hop it out to the right and a little bit closer to your left foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Again, weird transition. I know. Stay present. Inhale here. Deep exhale. And on your inhale, you're going to bend your front knee. Walk your hands forward of your left foot. Shift your weight into your left foot. Kick the sky with your right foot. Take a breath. Notice how this pose makes you feel. Notice the flow of your breath. Take one more long deep inhale. And long deep exhale. And then step your right foot forward to meet your left foot. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands. Step yourself back. One more time. Come back into your plank. And then this time, exhale, lower all the way down onto your stomach. Once you get there, bring your forehead to the floor. Bring your arms down by your sides. Think of lengthening the crown of your head away from your feet. And then inhale. Keep your head down. Keep your hands down. Just lift your feet up. And legs. Feet and legs up. The legs are straight-ish. Take a breath here. Spread through your toes. And then exhale, release your feet and legs down. On your inhale, this time head and shoulders are going to lift, feet are going to stay down. Take your shoulders, roll them back away from your ears. Feel the crown of your head shining forward. And then exhale, lower down. And then one more time. This time everything's going to lift up. Inhale, lifting up. Toes, head, shoulders, knees and toes. Everything lifts. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Take a breath. Notice how it feels. This is locust pose. And then exhale, release. Turn your head to one side. Let your shoulders fall down towards the floor. Feel the flow of your breath. Notice how you're feeling. And then coming back onto your forehead, you can repeat locust pose. If you don't have anything going on in your knees, and if it feels okay, you're going to bend your knees and catch your feet. If this is not a good option for you today, you're going to repeat the same pose you just did. So on your inhale, when you feel ready, roll your shoulders back, spread through your toes, and inhaling, coming up. So this is bow pose if you got your feet. And if you're in bow pose, you're pressing your feet away, and then you're pulling your hands away from your feet as well. So you're creating a little bit of resistance here. Lengthening your tailbone, everybody lengthening the crown of your head. Take a long deep inhale here, and a long deep exhale. Take one more long deep breath. And then when you feel ready, release. Turn your head the other way. Let your feet go. Long deep breath here. Notice how you feel. And then let's do one more. Last one. You can choose locust, like we did at the beginning, or you can choose bow by catching your feet. Last back bend. You can go. On your inhale, when you're ready, roll your shoulders back. Coming up, spread through your toes. Lengthen the crown of your head. Lengthen your tailbone. Breathe. Can you stay mindful even when it's difficult? And then exhale, release and lower down. Turn your head any way that it feels good. Let your shoulders drop down towards the floor. Give yourself a couple breaths. And then when you feel ready, bring your forehead to the floor. Bring your hands back by your rib cage. And then inhale, roll your shoulders back. Any size cobra you want to be. Big, small, anywhere in between. Exhale, press yourself back. Downward facing dog or child's pose. Give yourself a breath. Or two. And then on your next inhale, slowly come all the way up. And we're going to make our way right back onto our backs. So take your time. Come right back onto your back. And then once you get there, you're going to bring your right knee in towards your chest. Again, no rush here. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. Left leg extends out on the mat. Give yourself a breath here. Let your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Feel the back of your head on the floor. And then from here, we're going to twist. So you're going to take your right knee over to the left. Right arm opens out to the right. Left hand can stay on your knee or it can open up. It's really personal preference. What feels best to you? Let that right shoulder melt down towards the floor. And breathe here. Long, deep breaths. Feel the flow of your breath. Notice how you're feeling. And then on your inhale, slowly bring your knee back to center. Put your knee in. And then switch your legs. So right leg's going to extend. Left knee hugs in toward your chest. If you need to square up your hips, go for it. Do what you need to do so you can be comfortable here. Just again, take a couple breaths here before we twist. Give your body a moment to get acclimated to the shape. We talk about our yoga practice being a moving meditation. And when you're ready, to come into your twist. So take your left knee over to the right. Left arm opens up to the left. Right hand can stay on your knee or it can open up. And the yoga poses were originally created so we could sit longer in meditation. It can help us refocus the mind, release the muscles in the body, so that way we're able to stay. And then when you're ready, on your inhale, bring your knee back to center. Again, give yourself a little squeeze here, and then release your left leg. And again, hold both knees in towards your chest. You can either roll all the way over onto one side or rock and roll your way all the way up. You're going to come to seated. One forward fold here. So take your feet out in front of you. Flex your feet. Remember, knees do not have to be totally straight. Little bend, big bend may feel better. Lengthen your spine. And then exhale, walk your hands forward, coming into your fold. Breathe. Hands can be wherever they fall. They do not have to reach your feet or past your feet, or they don't have to reach anywhere really. Wherever they fall, don't force it. Notice the flow of your breath. Notice how you're feeling. So thinking about lengthening the crown of your head away from your tailbone, and lift your tailbone away from the crown of your head so you still feel really long in your spine. Take one more long deep breath here. And then inhale, roll yourself all the way up to seated. And we're going to come into a comfortable seat. We're going to do a breathing exercise before we move into our final relaxation. And so just crisscross or wherever you feel comfortable, wherever you feel like you can sit up straight, do that. And we're going to do alternate nostril breathing. It's a really good way to calm down the mind, really good way to tune in with what's going on in the body. And if you get headaches or if you got anything going on, it's a good one for headaches. But I see that in general. If it doesn't feel good for you, either stop or modify so it does. Remember, everything's different for everybody. So make it feel okay for you. So what we're going to do is alternate nostril breathing. You're going to take your right hand and fold down your first two peace fingers. So your pointer finger and your middle finger fold down. And we're going to be working with the thumb and the ring finger. So your thumb's going to come to your right nostril and your ring finger is going to come to your left nostril. You're going to slowly exhale all of the air out. Use your thumb, close off your right nostril, and inhale through the left. Close off your left nostril and exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close and exhale through the left. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. And slowing down your breath, make it slow. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. And then just keep going. Inhaling and exhaling. So you're exhaling and inhaling through one side and then switching, exhaling and inhaling to the same side. Just a few more rounds on your own. When you feel done, take your time. When you feel done, release your hands. Maybe palms facing up. It's a gesture of receiving. If you feel like you need more grounding, you can always do your palms facing down. Give yourself just a couple breaths here. Noticing how you feel. Feeling the effects of the alternate nostril breathing. When you feel ready, take your time. You're going to slowly make your way all the way back onto your mat. We're going to move into our Shavasana, our final relaxation. So anything you need, any props, get comfy. Here's anything you need so you can get really comfy. And give yourself just a few minutes here to let go. Letting go of anything you feel like you may still be holding on to. And allow your body to get heavy. Noticing if there's any areas that still feel tense or tight. Send your breath there. And with each exhale, allow yourself to let go just a little bit more.
Well, we've had some technical difficulties, but hope you enjoyed the practice, and I hope to see you next week. So long.